Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I am Dr. Javed Iqbal Khokar, Professor of Forensic Medicine and Toxicology. As I am discussing personal identity, and this is the 22nd lecture of this series, and we are discussing the age parameters of age determination. And from the previous three lectures, I have started discussion on the teeth. So in this lecture, I will be discussing morphological differences in temporary and permanent teeth. So the contents of the talk will be that we will discuss the difference in the temporary and the permanent teeth. So what are the morphological structural differences between primary and secondary? This is a very important question. The temporary teeth, they are small, narrow, delicate, except the temporary molars, which are larger than the permanent premolars, because the temporary molars, they are at the place of permanent premolars. So the temporary molars, they are larger than the permanent premolars. So the temporary teeth are small, narrow and delicate, where the permanent teeth, they are big, they are broad, they are heavy and strong, except the permanent premolars, which replaces the temporary molars. The permanent premolars, they replaces the temporary molars. The temporary molars, they are bigger than the permanent premolars. So here the permanent premolars, they are smaller than the temporary molars. So the permanent teeth, they are bigger, broader, heavier, stronger, except the permanent premolars. Then the crown in temporary teeth, it is china white in color, whereas in permanent teeth it is ivory white, a yellowish tinge, whereas the temporary teeth, they are whitish. In temporary teeth, the junction between crown and the root is marked with a ridge. There is a ridge between crown and root, whereas in the permanent teeth, the junction of crown with the root is not marked with ridge. The neck is more constricted, that the crown and root, the neck is constricted, whereas in the permanent teeth, neck is less constricted. In temporary teeth, the edges are serrated, they are like saw, irregular, whereas the permanent tooth, the edges are not serrated. When the temporary teeth, the anterior teeth, they are vertical, where the permanent teeth, the anterior teeth, they are usually inclined forward. Then the temporary molars are usually larger, their crowns are flat and their roots are smaller from the permanent teeth. Whereas in the permanent teeth, the premolars or the bicuspid, which replaces the temporary molars, are usually smaller. Their crown have cusps which demarks them. They are bicuspid, two cusps. Thank you very much. That's all about the lectures of today.